Crazy Will here today, and today we're going to be comparing the Apple Watch to the Fitbit. Let's see how they stack up, shall we? Stay tuned! Hey, welcome guys to another episode of Crazy Will's Tech Show. Today, like I said in the intro, we're going to be talking about the Apple Watch and the Fitbit. First things first, guys, I told myself when the Apple Watch came out, just like I did with the iPad, that I was not going to fall into the Apple trap, as I like to call it. I don't want a wearable. I don't like jewelry. And I broke down and I got a Series 1 Apple Watch here. This is the Series 1. There's a whole long story behind it. I've had a Fitbit charge for quite a while now, and I like everything about it. I just wanted more functionality as a watch. If I'm going to be wearing a watch, I would like to be able to actually do something. You know, this was not bad for a first time kind of wearable. It did give me caller ID. It did let me know there was a text message there. I wanted to track steps. I wanted to try and get more exercise in. I wanted to track my workouts when I go walking. I'm a big guy. I walk. Don't judge. How did I get roped into buying the Apple Watch? Well, for one, they went on sale. The Apple Watch Series 1 went on sale for $200, and that's how I got roped into buying the Fitbit Charge. It went on sale for $69, around 70 bucks. So when the Apple Watch was 200 bucks, if you look at the Blaze, it's almost... Is it the Blaze? I think it's the Blaze. You know, guys, I'm bad with names. But the one that's really like a smartwatch through Fitbit, that's the one I was interested in. But it was almost like $300 on sale at $250. And I'm like, if you're going up to that range, maybe I should take a look at the Apple Watch and be a hypocrite as usual. I was curious which one does better in steps. To me, that would measure how well they track your fitness. So what I want to do for you guys today is I'm going to do it blog style. I'm going to track my workout throughout the week. And instead of me trying to memorize everything, I figured let's do something fun. That way I could give you my true opinion at the moment that I'm having it and tell you a little bit about what I like and I don't like throughout the week. So we're doing 5 days. Here we go. Okay, so we're in the middle of the day. The steps are almost the same as far as that. So this is still day one. I gotta say, right off the bat, waiting for Fitbit to finally sync to the phone, don't miss that. So far, the Apple, I really like the way it sunk to the phone. I didn't have to play games and wait for it to load and get everything going. It seems like it's always communicating with the phone. Basically, I'm gonna be going shopping now. I'm almost at 1,000 steps for the day. Once we go shopping, I'll have more steps. And then today, being the fat bastard that I am, I'm gonna start working out. I'm gonna take the dog for a mile walk, and that'll add to the exercise. And that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm still on day one. Looks like the kitchen is gonna be home base for me. So far, the statistics, they were about the same. I'm gonna put them right here. I'm gonna do a screenshot of both of them. And I didn't work out today. I got stuck playing with my Raspberry Pi and trying to make Homebridge and HomeKit work. Geeked out and worked on my Raspberry Pi. All right, so this is the end of day one, and it's getting annoying because I hate jewelry. Day two, guys. I'm in my bedroom because the Apple Watch you have to charge every night, which is kind of frustrating, or at least in the morning while you're showering. I think it takes about 2 hours to charge, and that's my wife hair drying in the background. We're getting ready for work, but there you go. I switched the position that they were in just for the fact because it kept hitting my Siri button and starting over. So far I'm thinking that they're both doing it pretty well, and they both have their pros and their cons, and we'll get to that. But you know, it is annoying that you have to charge it every night. Now the Fitbit, you can actually go on 7 days without charging that. I know it doesn't have a lot of the functionalities that the Apple Watch has, but 7 days battery life is really nice, especially because, you know, at the end of the week you can charge it. That I really kind of miss on my Fitbit, so just my 2 cents. Okay, I'm at work. Just to give you guys an idea, that is my runway. That's right, I go up and down this aisle all the time. And yes, behind me is a kid's urinal. Yeah, they make those. All right, so my dumbass left my glasses and my other tripod at work, so I'm using my selfie stick now. I'm gonna go for a walk today with Bells. Where are you, Bells? So I'm gonna go for a walk with Bells, and I'm gonna track the exercise using both the Fitbit and the Apple Watch. The Fitbit has 6,361 steps, and the Apple Watch has 6,096, which is a little confusing. I don't know. If I had to assume, I would say the Apple Watch is probably the more accurate one because it is monitoring heartbeat. Kind of hard for me to say because I've noticed when I am exercising or going at a faster pace, the Apple Watch doesn't pick up my workout as a workout. It has 3 rings. It has a standing ring, a walking ring, and then a workout ring. And the workout ring's supposed to be 30 minutes, and it's green, like my glasses. And sometimes I feel like it's not doing it correctly. I'm gonna go take the dog for a walk and see what happens with the workout. All right, I'm back from my walk. It's kind of a cold, shitty day. This is my cat, lady. When you start an exercise on the Apple Watch, first you have to find the button, and I have it on one of my screens. The button, I say start workout. It gives me an option of which workout I want to do. So I clicked on walk because that's what I was doing. I was walking. I walked a mile. And what's really cool is once you start that exercise, you have 2 screens to go back and forth to. You have basically how well you're doing, what pace you're going at, how far. It gives you all the pretty much the stats that you would need for working out. Now the Fitbit doesn't have any of that, but if you swipe the Apple Watch to the side, you can control your music. And what I found out, which was really cool, not only can you control your music, it has a play, skip, but you could also use the crown to lower and raise the volume. The only thing that I didn't like about the Apple Watch in this workout was the fact that when you click music, it automatically goes to iTunes library. And I don't use iTunes. I like Amazon Prime Music. I get it free with Amazon, and I enjoy that music. So that was the only thing that was kind of annoying. So basically, they both show you your route. They do GPS tracking, so they show you your route, which is really cool. Another thing that I noticed was the pace on the Fitbit was a lot higher. I think it was like an 18 rate pace opposed to the Apple Watch, which only showed me at a 20 rate pace. I guess it takes me 20 minutes to do a mile. I don't know. But anyway, I did work out for 20 minutes. The Apple Watch, the exercise minutes, which really annoys me, and maybe it's because I'm walking, but it didn't put me for the exercise minutes. And I have to figure out why that is. Maybe it's going on heart rate or something like that, but it only put me for 17 minutes exercise minutes when I walked for 20. And it didn't make sense to me. It was really off key. So I got both apps to run at the same time, which I didn't know if the iPhone was going to be able to handle that, but it did. It got both of them to run. Exercise wise, the Apple Watch is drawing me back, and I don't know if it's because it's a computer, it's a little bit more accurate, and the Fitbit is just, bare bones. I think it's working pretty good so far. We'll see. I did notice that the Fitbit, for some reason, has over like 500 steps more than the Apple Watch, and I don't know why that is either. Maybe that's difference in compensation for, because it's the non-dominant wrist. I don't know, but we'll see. Another thing that I do want to tell you about the Fitbit and the Apple Watch, they both work with Fitness Pal. That is what I'm using to track my food intake and to see what I should be eating and what I shouldn't be eating. It's called My Fitness Pal. I'll put a link down in the description below. That way, any exercise that I get from these, it'll add more calories that I can use. Basically, it's hooked to the Apple Watch right now because that's the one that I'm working with right now because I just recently got it. All right, we're on day 3, and today is Wednesday, the 14th of February. So happy Valentine's, everyone. I hope you're having a good day, and this year it falls on a Wednesday, so apparently it really is hump day. All right, again, I'm doing both watches. What I'm coming up with so far is that the Fitbit gives me a lot more steps than the Apple Watch. Let's see how the day goes, shall we? Happy Valentine's Day again, guys. Say, give me a kiss to that special someone. Hey, we're on day 4. I'm in the break room right now. Just having a crappy day. Trying to be positive. Good note, I did lose 2 pounds. It's only 2 pounds, but a fat guy doesn't really look like much. But anyway, the Fitbit is still doing more, which is kind of frustrating. It's kind of messing up the scores. We're on day 4. I'm going to go up to day 5 and see what the results are going to be. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to say the Fitbit's going to have a hell of a lot more steps than the Apple Watch. But we'll see the stats at the end of this video. All right, so we're still on day 4. Tomorrow's going to be the last day. I didn't get a chance to do my workout tonight. I was too busy playing with my home bridge project with a Raspberry Pi, and I finally got it working. So finally a win today. Back to the Fitbit and the Apple Watch. I'm looking at the stats for the week. I don't want to say nothing yet, but it's kind of really off. As far as I can see, I'd probably say, and this is just my opinion, I would say the Apple Watch is probably more efficient because it is taking your heartbeat. The thing that I noticed that I really like on the Fitbit that I'm not liking on the Apple Watch is I like that it shows you the whole week worth of steps. Because that way I could see my progress. Hey, did I move enough this week? Opposed to the way Apple does it with the rings, and it doesn't tell you the steps. And that might be just something about me that I just want that information. It's almost the same with the Apple, but I like seeing the steps. It shows me that I'm being more active. I'm not feeling it with the Apple Watch in that aspect. All right. Day 5, that's the only amount of days I'm going to, because doing this is really getting annoying for me. I am not a jewelry guy. After this day is over, I'm going to show you the 5 days in a row and show you what the stats are and how far behind they are. So today's Friday. Yay, payday! But so far my impressions, they're both really good trackers. I think one's not as calibrated as the other one, and it's by 100 a day, and by the end, and that's the Fitbit, it has higher. I'd rather be under than over, so that way I'm really getting what it says. Well, this is gonna be the last day. I'm gonna do my steps for the day, and then I am going to have a report at the end of this episode. The Apple Watch was significantly higher than the Fitbit. If I look at the Apple Watch, it's 10,467 steps. The Fitbit just hit 10,000 steps. We have 400 steps more added onto the Apple Watch opposed to the Fitbit. So the Fitbit just hit 10,000. The Apple Watch is at 10,400 and change. It's weird. They kept jumping back and forth throughout the week. Like one would be higher, one would be lower. The Fitbit was always higher, and now it's like the end of the week. This is the last day. This is day 5, and I finally get to get these off. But it was higher. So I'm gonna do the stats. I'm gonna close out this video. I did some research online today. I'm gonna share that with you guys. I want to do a little bit more research, and I'll conclude this video. Just wanted to add a note, and it's called What the Show. It's Joe and Dustin, great guys. They're a lot like me. It's funny. I'm watching their videos, and I'm like, oh my God, they like the same things I like. They use the same sayings. It was just funny. They do these game shows. I just want to give them a shout out and say, Joe and Dustin, you guys are doing an awesome job. I'm impressed with your editing. I'm impressed with your show. You guys. Okay, guys, that was the 5 days. Okay, I gotta say, I hated wearing both of these on my wrist. I hate wearing jewelry, period. Just don't like it. I gave you my opinion on a lot of this throughout the week. It seemed that the Fitbit was really throwing a lot more steps at it. At the end of the day, or at the end of the week, perhaps, I don't know when it did this, it readjusted itself, which was really funny to me that it was able to do that. Results are this. So the Fitbit had 38,287 steps for those 5 days. That was the Fitbit's number. I'm gonna walk right here. I'm gonna put it right here for you. And the Apple Watch had 38,481 steps. So it's funny because if you watch my videos throughout the whole time, I'm saying the Fitbit is higher, and then I don't know if it was adjusting itself throughout the week, but then all of a sudden it was the Apple Watch was higher. So that's really close. You're talking about like 200 to 300 steps. That's not a deal breaker. So the Apple Watch performed really well. And again, this is the Series 1 and the Charge. So they performed really well. I think they're very comparable. The things that I liked about them, and I said them throughout the video, I'm just gonna reiterate some of them real quick. The Apple Watch, what I like is it works with the whole Apple ecosystem. It's really nice, and if you own a smart home, it's even nicer, and you have HomeKit products, you can just do it right on the watch. The text messaging, the heartbeat monitoring, obviously the Charge doesn't, but Fitbit does make ones that have heartbeat monitors on them, so but you're paying more money for them. The 7-day battery life, the Apple Watch, you have to charge. They both have their pros and cons. I mean, for me, the Apple Watch was the way to go because the price came down. If it would have stayed at that $300 mark on up, I don't know if I would have went for it. I mean, I wanted to, for a wearable for me, I really wanted to stay in that $100 range. If you have an Apple phone, I would probably push you more towards the Apple Watch. And if you're gonna spend that price range. If you're completely wanting fitness, I would say the Fitbit. I've read an article, I'm gonna put it down here, down below, and they compared them, and Apple has improved themselves. This was an older article, but Apple has improved themselves and has done better with the fitness part of this. But Fitbit actually came out on top with more of fitness. So, this was my experiment. I think they're both very comparable. I think if you want more of the smartwatch, you're a techie guy and you want more of a smartwatch and you want more of it. Like I said, this is a Series 1. I went with the cheap one because I'm not gonna spend $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 on a watch. I'm not doing it. Buying the Apple Watch, and I can't believe I bought one, and I still to this day, I mean, they're both really great products. Depends on what you want to spend and what you want. I've been using the Fitbit for 3 years now. I love the damn thing. I really do. The only thing I don't like about it is the syncing with the phone. Sometimes it takes forever and it's a little annoying, but I'm sure they improve that on newer models. This is an older model. I think I have had this for almost 2 years. The Apple Watch, I feel like the rings were a little annoying, and it is annoying that I can't look back on the week, but I'm not just using it for fitness. And I also did say I like to work out better on the Apple Watch than I did on the Fitbit. So that about wraps it up for me, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like my content. And remember, you can do anything you put your mind to. Later, guys. Simultaneously. I got both apps to run simultaneously. I can't say it. Simultaneously. You thought I was a picture, didn't you? Make sure you like and subscribe. Do me a favor already.